The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Alongside the starting group for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Murray out there with Derek White. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jared Allen is out there with Duncan. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. Well, we know the playoffs are right around the corner. Greg, do you think any of these teams change their approach for playoff contenders?
Kev, you know, goal number 1 is health. I mean, outside of that, you're looking at seeding. You're trying to fine-tune, but you want to just get it dialed in and get ready for what's about to be a marathon run, you hope, in the postseason.
And that fine-tuning.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Durant with the steal. Down low. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
When you have DeRozan looking to drive, it's hard to slow him down without committing a foul.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And Junior throws it down.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
For San Antonio, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's DeRozan, rebounded by the Nets.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
KD's shot is good.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Murray surveying the D. White against LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Gay against Duncan. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. They trail by 7. White the pass to Gay. Outside DeRozan. Got a piece of it. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 now.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Offensive rebound, Durant, and good work on the boards to pick up the second chance points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And San Antonio calls the
dangerous from any part of the floor.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Jared Allen. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Karis LeVert. The 3 from Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris is checked in for Durant, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Irving. Duncan finds Dinwiddie, and that comes off the assist by Duncan.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Hills with it. No points in the game yet for him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Duncan. The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Spurs trail by 11. O'Connor guarded by Hardaway. Kicks to Ingles. A 3. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
And you know this, what you do on the backboard may not completely win or lose a game, but it can tip the scale in one team's favor.
O'Connor guarded by Hardaway.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Pops it up for Jordan.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Ingles. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mills. Then it's Johnson. And it's O'Connor and at the shooting guard. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Grizzlies, delivered a performance for the ages. He picked up 39 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
That's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Harris LeVert comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Allen trying to break free. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Duncan. Junior's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pass to Ingles. Johnson outside. There's the pass to DeRozan. Over Irving. San Antonio again missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit, shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
Irving against Johnson. Over Irving, and too long on the shot. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes it to Gay. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Duncan kicks to Allen. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Aldridge. Here's Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like this for Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Spurs have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. In the corner, Murray with it. DeRozan surveying the D. Trying his luck from deep. Allen with the rebound. Lynette shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Durant, that's good.
Beautiful catch and shoot from Kevin Durant. He's one of those guys that can do it consistently every night.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Murray, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the shot goes down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
DeRozan against KD. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge.
2 minutes.
White against LeVert. Here's Irving. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Somewhat late to the game of basketball, Junior's natural abilities were apparent from the first time he ever stepped on the floor, and he's been cultivating them ever since.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Jared Allen. Hardaway comes in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Basket counts.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
Duncan finds Harris. And Junior throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Dinwiddie dishes to Junior. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
There's no stopping Junior right now. He's on an absolute tear and just torching the D.
Harris against DeRozan. He kicks it to Aldridge. Now White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Murray, no good. Inside, Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
DeRozan, that's good.
Nice read on that play by DeRozan. Came off the pick and took what the defense gave him.
Yeah, the defender all over
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Junior.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And so Duncan nails them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Gay scanning before. It's stolen by Duncan. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. Over Mills. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Junior. Dinwiddie's got 11 points.
Pushing the action, getting others involved.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime. Different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Junior's out there with Jared Allen. And it's Irving at the point. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Fades and shoots. Doesn't go that time. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Allen slamming it down.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
And stolen by Gay. Murray against Irving. Outside DeRozan. Irving against Murray. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Murray, the pass to Gay. Banked in off the glass. Gay's got 6.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
Pass to KD. To the middle. Here's Duncan. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got his 4th assist in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Murray dishes to DeRozan. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Duncan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Jordan, the pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Dinwiddie kicks to Duncan. Here's Jordan, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Mills. Lets a floater go, and he gets it back. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Nets.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Crawford's shot is good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the inside. Here's Ingles. The pass to Mills. To the paint. Goes back up. And Pirtle lays it up and in. Pirtle's got his second basket.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Back to Duncan. And Junior throws it down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mills. It's not going to go for him. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Back to Duncan. Good, nice job down low. Junior's got 29.
You want to put your players in a position to succeed. Case in point, getting Junior the high percentage look.
From deep, Johnson. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a...
Put the pass right on the money.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Here's San Antonio on the court right now for the Spurs. We've got Murray. Aldridge out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Mills. And it's O'Connor in at the 3. Murray outside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Duncan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. 2 points. That one goes.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Aldridge left side. Kicks to Murray.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for